Welcome back to part 2 of the Inspire What's On show. Let's rejoin myself with Tommy D live on Fabulous 103 FM.
Broadcasting live in Pattaya 24/7. Fabulous 103 FM.
Before we go ahead, I think it's only fair to say that we have beaten the hell out of the sound man from last week at Inspire, and he's sworn that the sound quality for this week's Inspire version on the television is going to be absolutely perfect.
Yes, we've got 2 backups as well, so yes. It will absolutely be the best sound you've ever heard on
Plus,
TV.
he's writing down everything that we say, and if he doesn't get it properly, he'll have to mime it.
It'll be a Scottish dub over your voice.
Oh, yeah. So how are you?
Okay, Tommy.
Back to Inspire and finding out what is happening in and around the city this week before it happens. We've talked about 4 events that are happening over the weekend. What else have we got coming up?
Okay, this is for networkers, those in business in Pattaya. 2 events this evening, which is Friday. The first one, and this really just sort of brings it home how diverse Pattaya is in terms of the cosmopolitan range of people that live here. It's the Eastern Seaboard Braai and Barbecue at the Amari Ocean.
It's a what and barbecue?
Braai, I've probably got that wrong. B-R-A-A-I. Now, if I explain what it is, maybe you can correct my pronunciation.
I have no idea.
It's the South African Thai Chamber of Commerce that takes a great pleasure inviting networkers to this annual Braai and Barbecue. It's 400 baht for members and 850 baht for non-members. So it's plenty of South African food. And I can imagine their barbecue food being quite
it would be
tasty,
good, wouldn't it? I mean, it'd be interesting. Plus, it's worth the 800 baht just to find out what a braai is.
Yeah, and find out that it's not actually pronounced as that. But that includes wine and drink as well. So
it's a good night, and it's a good way to network.
Of course, and get to meet the South African Thai Chamber of Commerce. The second networking event is at the Hilton, just along from there, actually. And that's an evening with the Embassy of Belgium. A chance to meet the ambassador of Belgium and his key staff members and learn more about what they're doing in Bangkok and how the embassy can support you and your business.
If you're Belgium.
If you're Belgium, yeah. I'm sure.
I've got to tell you, before you go ahead, really quickly, next week on Friday on this show, we're going to be announcing a giveaway. It's a very special event. There is a very well-known singer coming to the city. I'm not going to give too many details now, but I promise you'll want to go next weekend. A very well-known singer coming to the city, going to be doing a free concert in an air-conditioned place, not sitting outside sweating to death. And there's a very special offer, exclusive to Fabulous 103 listeners.
Okay, so we find out, do we, later in the week?
Tune in for more.
Okay. A good little advert plug there.
Oh, yeah, I just thought I'd get something in for me, you know.
Yeah, of course. Well, let me now finish on the last 2 events for this week on the show. And they're both showroom launch parties and from 2 very, very good developers, actually, in town. The first one is on Monday the 19th. It's the Pacific Bay John T. M. Pattaya showroom launch, and head down to... It's a Nova Group project, so that brings with it the credibility of...
Absolutely, the Nova Group's got good credibility.
That starts at 12 o'clock, and it runs till 6 o'clock. Now, that's not saying turn up at 12 and stay till 6.
Yes, it is.
Just turn up at some point. There'll be food and drink and some live entertainment.
Where is
and
that?
Check out their showroom. That is... I'm not too sure.
I shouldn't ask you questions. I really should not ask you questions.
John T.M. Second Road. Sorry, actually, it's written down here as well on Second Road. John T.M. I was turning to Martin, the man that perhaps should be hosting this show now, and I should be doing the camera work.
I tell you what, while you were away, he was perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody understood him, but he was perfect. And he gave me copies of notes, so I knew what we were going to be talking about.
Maybe I should.
And the other event? The
next one is very, very glamorous. It's the red carpet party at the Riviera, John T.M. That's Saturday the 24th. That starts at 6:30. There's Thai superstars there. Don't ask me who. It's on Inspire. Before I
wouldn't dare ask you another question, to be
and this is also on John T.M. Second Road as well. But do take note, there's a strict dress code in place. So guys, you'd be expected to wear a shirt and trousers.
That would be right. You would expect people to wear shirts, wouldn't you? Even not preferably ones that are ironed. Not like your cameraman shirt that he obviously got out of the laundry and just put on this morning.
It's stylish.
You didn't iron it, mate.
It's stylish.
It's not ironed. It's got more creases in it than my face.
Yeah, so anyway, that's it.
That's fabulous. So from Fabulous 103 and Inspire, that is your weekly update, What's On Guide. And we'll be back again next Friday with another update. Plus the very special offer for Fabulous 103 listeners.
Look forward to it.
How's that?
Broadcasting live in Pattaya 24/7. Fabulous 103 FM.
Thanks, Tommy. Another good show. I'm joined by Martin Carlisle from Inspire again to
Good morning.
help me finish the rest of the What's On. A few things more from Patia, actually.
Yep.
I want to start with pool party. For those that were here last year, pool parties seemed to be the big thing that everyone was talking about, and probably the pick of the bunch was the one at the Mercure Hotel. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, we filmed it a few times, and it was a real party atmosphere. They set up a stage over the swimming pool. We had DJ Ferris, and they had all the kind of special effects, fire and snow, and it was great fun. So yeah, looking forward to that one. It's going to be in a different location this time.
That's right, they're moving it across to the Barracuda, which was formerly the Dusit D2.
Right.
So right by Mercure,
Yeah.
on Second Road. And that's like uber cosmopolitan. I think that's probably
It's
just
trendy,
right for
that
it.
place is trendy. Even the shape of the swimming pool is kind of, it's not your kind of general shaped swimming pool. And there's nice little shops inside the hotel where you can browse and yeah, it's going to be quite nice.
Yeah, so that's 31st of January, so for your diary, but definitely go if you're still in Patia.
Yep, get the cameras down there.
Yeah. I think Martin's going to finish his show on that, so there's something to definitely stay tuned for.
Keep 'em away.
Reggae.
Yeah.
You don't get reggae in Patia until now. Now, Tony's new club, which is the...
Tony's new club is actually the old Blues Factory, which is in Soy Lucky, if the correct terminology. People remember it was a famous club that ran for years. Anyway, Tony's taken over it, and they've got this super new reggae group playing there nightly.
In fact, it's two acts. It's Stuart Wilson,
Right.
and the reggae act's called Love Culture, and every night.
Right.
So it's going to be jamming, I think would be the phrase to use.
Yeah, and a lot of people used to like the Blues Factory because it was more catered to what they like, what you would call traditional entertainment, and also it's in a nice, relaxing aircon environment, which there's not too many. If you think about live entertainment in Patia, most of them are open air bars, which can be a bit sweaty and a bit,
Yeah, you're right.
So it's nice. I think it's going to be nice and popular. It's got a Tony's name behind it, which is going to really push it.
Okay, I want to stop at the movies. We don't really talk about the movies,
Yep.
but Taken Free caught my eye.
Right.
It's by Liam Neeson,
Yeah.
and the storyline before was I think his daughter was kidnapped,
Yeah.
and it seems impossible.
Find you,
You
and
go on.
hunt you down, or something like that.
You see all the posts on Facebook, the viral "I will hunt you down if I don't like something."
Well, let's hope number 3 is going to be better than number 1 and number 2.
I enjoyed them both, to be fair.
Yeah, but I think traditionally there's a big debate online about whether a sequel can ever be better than the original. So we'll maybe find out.
It's on all week anyway.
Okay.
Food and drink, close to our hearts and probably closer to our bellies.
Yep.
It's where we had Christmas, actually, I want to talk about. It's a Sunday carvery at Dicey Riley's. The ultimate Sunday roast is how it's been termed, and they're probably not far wrong. It's 399 baht per person, and they always have free tender roasts where you can go up and serve yourself, fresh trimmings and the traditional condiments, and that's 12 noon till 3:30. I don't know if you want to... Any comments?
Well, there's nothing better than I think in a Sunday afternoon than to have a nice relaxing sort of lunch inside a bar. Maybe sometimes they've got a little bit of entertainment there. And remember that Dicey Riley's is actually part of the Marriott Group. And what they do is, if you don't know, is they've got their own bakery downstairs. They've got their own sort of kitchens and chefs. Everything's made in-house. A lot of people don't see behind the scenes. I was lucky enough to do a little kind of piece on International Chef Day a couple of months ago there, and I was surprised that they make everything in store, so they keep the quality. They've even got their own hydroponics farm just outside Pattaya.
Yeah, you're right. I remember you covered the feature on that.
Yeah.
So Marriott brings with it the sort of rubber stamp of quality. And Dicey's, by the way, is on Second Road next to Royal Garden if you haven't been there, and it's an authentic Irish bar. I really like it. Breakfast buffets.
Yep.
Okay, it's 119 baht breakfast buffet at the Angels Bistro and Buffet. Now, we ate there the other day, actually, Martin. It's not your run-of-the-mill English breakfast, fried egg, and although you can have fried egg, by the way, it's more your European. So you've got your hot and cold dishes, so your fruit, your cereal, your yogurt, and complimentary tea and coffee.
Yeah.
What do you think of the place?
I think it's great value for money, and it's a nice central location just off the Second Road, just behind the Avenue Shopping Centre, if you know where that is. I mean, the only thing you can do, we can talk about it all day, pop yourself down and find out for 119 baht. Tell us whether we're lying or not. Simple as that.
Yeah, there's not a risk at that price, is there? Value and beer. I think there's a few people that, if they weren't listening, beer? Did I hear beer? On Tuesday, there's cheap draft lager at Punch and Judy, which is Soy 17 off
Slash soy 8.
soy 8. That's off Teppersit,
Yeah.
and the soy 17 is off Third Road.
Yeah, traditional English pub, and they've got a good selection of beers down there.
Yeah, and I think the prices start from 80 baht for a pint.
Right, and we will definitely need to pop down there and do a little kind of beer testing, I think, one day. All in the name of research, of course.
Maybe one evening,
Yeah.
one day. Oh dear, I'm too old now.
Maybe do the show from there next week.
We'll forget to record it. Joking aside, last one for Patia before we introduce a special feature for our sins, should we do this. It's Nisha Clinic. They've got a buy one, get one free laser and facial vitamin treatment.
Yeah.
That's 5,000 bahts worth of treatment, which you can have twice for the price of one. They're on Second Road, just by Central Festival.
Yeah, and the equipment they've got in there, I done a little video, sort of infomercial for them just recently, and the equipment is state of the art in there. You know, although they never done anything for me.
You could do with some Botox.
Thank you very much.
That's Patia
Okay.
for another week. A new feature we've got. Let's see how it goes. It could just spoil the show, but we're going to try it. We're going to cross over now to the slightly crazy Oo from Inspire, who's going to tell us her pick of the bunch from Bangkok.
Thanks, Dan. Hi, I am U from Inspire, and here is my two big events in Bangkok. First, superstar Michael Bublé. He will performing in Bangkok on Saturday, 24th January at Impact Arena, Muang Thong, Thani. You can buy the ticket at Thai Ticket Major. Start the price from 2,000 until 6,500 baht. This is for swing lover, so let's hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's start with the second one. The second one is the For Your Love Spaceship at NASA Human Adventure at BBC Hall, Central Plaza, Lad Prao. The start from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. 500 baht for adult and 350 baht kids. Lot to see and do. So hope you enjoy it also. Okay, when you think about event, just think about Inspire. Okay, back to you, Dan.
Thank you very much, Oo. Hope you enjoyed that. She's coming back next week. Do let us know if you want to continue that.
Take 10.
Yeah, oh dear. I'm going to leave the sign off as usual to Martin, and then I'll see you again next week.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Dan, for handing me over. I always get this piece to me. This week I thought we would play out, since we were talking about pool parties, I thought we could play a little piece of the Aqua Pool Party that happened last year, just to give you a little taste of what's going to come soon. See you next week.
Bye.